Welcome to my channel, everyone. And today I'm going to be starting a new series called As the Days of Noah. And I'm going to be showing you guys what was happening back then is starting to happen today. And then some started, I guess, in this era, right? This modern era, I should say. And I want to start with Matthew 24:37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So when Jesus comes back, it's going to be like the days of Noah. Now, today's focus is going to be on the little ones. And before we get into that, I do want to say, you are somebody, right? Doesn't matter if that little one is in your tummy, or you were wonderfully and fearfully made, and He made you for a reason. You do have a purpose. Don't let the world tell you that you don't, because you do. And only you can do what God has you to do, right? But anyways, so we're going to start in 1st Enoch chapter 69 verse 12. And a lot of you guys probably know where I'm getting at here. And the name of the fifth is Castia. This one showed the sons of men all the evil blows of the spirits and the demons, and the sleeping of the little ones, and the blows that attack the soul and bite of the serpent, and the blows that occur at midday, and the son of the serpent, who is strong. So, I believe this is the beast here, right, of Revelation, aka Lucifer. Lucifer, of course, is not Satan. Doesn't say anywhere, in the Bible that he is. Excuse me. And it also says that Hallel ben Shahar, which Shahar is a Canaanite god, and I don't think Satan is the son of a god, right? So, anyways. And if you notice here, it's connected with this. If you guys want to read that, that's 1st Enoch chapter 69. And it's about the sleeping of the little ones. But anyways, so that's where it began. Now we're going to get into Jasher chapter 2, verse 19 through 22. So, for in those days the sons of man began to trespass against God, and to transgress the commandments which He had commanded to Adam, to be fruitful and to multiply in the earth. And some of the sons of men caused their wives to drink a draught that would render them barren, in order that they might retain their figures, and whereby their beautiful appearances might not fade. And when the sons of men caused some of their wives to drink, Zillah drank with them. And the childbearing women appeared abominable in the sight of their husbands as widows, whilst their husbands lived, for the barren ones only they were attached. Sounds a lot like today, doesn't it? And I just want to say, for the ladies out there that are pushing for this stuff, you might want to think twice, because you're actually doing it for the patriarchy. But I'll leave it at that. I mean, you can see it right here. And I want to bring this up again. Matthew 24:37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Here it is, the days of Noah. Here's Tubal-Cain and Nema, right? All those guys, right? So, and I want to say this. You never know what that little one, or who that little one could be. Could be the next Martin Luther King, right? Could cure cancer. Don't deny them that, right? So, Anyways, Psalm 127, 1 through 4. Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh, but in vain. It is vain for you to rise up early. So basically what this is saying is what you're fighting for has to be, of the truth of God and bring peace, joy, and love, right? Instead of destruction, hatred, you know? But anyways, to sit up late, to eat bread of sorrows, for so he giveth his beloved sleep. Lo, children are the heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. As arrows are in the hand of the mighty man, so are the children of the youth. So as the arrows are in the hand of the mighty man, so are the children of the youth. These guys can be just as dangerous to the dark side as much as arrows are in the hand of a mighty man. So think about that one. Martin Luther King. Now, whether you think he's a socialist or not, that's up to you guys. But still, he brought about change, didn't he? One person. How many of Martin Luther King's went to sleep before they even had a chance? So, think about that one. And we're starting to see this stuff, right? That we're in the days of Noah, where all that started. Now it's coming up again. Okay, 1 Corinthians 3:16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, right? Not a church or a temple, right? You are. So that little one, right? As well. And imagine what happens when you cultivate that, right? With God living inside of your child, right? And you cultivate that, let them read the commandments and learning about Jesus, stuff like that, right? And not through some proxy, a pastor or something, but reading it to him or to them yourself and teaching them. And I'm going to show you how to do that, right? So, Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. You see why God, sorry about that, guys. You see why God likes to go for the children, but also the enemy, right? Because you teach them terrible things, or you do terrible things to them, well, what do you think is going to happen? Most likely. Now, there are some that, do better, but most likely it will be there the rest of their lives. So think about that one before you harm a child, right? Or you get angry and stuff like that, right? So, anyways, Psalm 139:14. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully, wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. So, you're starting to see why the world tells us that we're nothing. That you're nobodies. You came from a little tiny cell in a swampy, whatever, soupy goop, right? And there's nothing to it. That's not true. You were fearfully, wonderfully made, and you are somebody, right? You do have a purpose. Don't let the world tell you that you don't. That the little one that's inside of you, she or he has a purpose that only they can get to the people and bring peace to these people, right? But you take that away, you are letting those people, you know, go way off. I can't think of a better wording for that, but you guys understand what I'm going with, right? So, Jeremiah 1 1 through 10. This is awesome here. The words of Jeremiah, the son of Hilkiah, of the priests that were in Anathoth in the land of Benjamin, to whom the word of the Lord came in the days in the days of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah, in the 13th year of his reign. It came also in the days of Joachim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, unto the end of the 11th year of Zedekiah, the son of Josiah in Judah, on the carrying away of Jerusalem captive in the 5th month. I had to say all that so you guys get the context of what's going on there. Okay. Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, this is Jeremiah, right? He came to Jeremiah. Now, real quick, who's the word? John 1 through 2. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. That's Jesus, right? So, little context there. So every time you see the word of the Lord came into me, it's Jesus, in my opinion. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. You do have a purpose. You see, you do have a purpose. Then said I, Ah, Lord God, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. But the Lord said unto me, Say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command thee thou shalt speak. Be not afraid of their faces. Ready? Here's the kicker. For I am with thee to deliver thee, saith the Lord, right? For don't you know that you are the temple of God? So he's literally with you. Okay. And the Lord said unto me, Behold, I have put my word... And be not afraid of the faith, for I am with thee to deliver thee, saith the Lord. Then the Lord put forth his hand, and touched my mouth. And the Lord said unto me, Behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. See, I have this day set thee over the nations, and over kingdoms, to root out, to pull down, to destroy, to throw down, to build, and to plant. You see why the little ones are dangerous? When you start, bringing the 10 Commandments to them and teaching them the right ways, right? They're going to be strong in that. They're going to be courageous. And they're going to fight, not fight, but go up against the system. And bring peace. Bring the light, right? But they can't do that if you put them to sleep, right? All right. John 1 1 through 2. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Isaiah 49 1. Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye people from far. The Lord hath called me from the womb. There it is again. From the bowels of my mother he hath made mention of my name. So God knows you. He knows all the hairs right that verse. He knows your name before you were even called your name. He's the one that put it in your dad and your mom's mind to name you. Right? And I wish we would hear more about this stuff, and that you are somebody, and that you can go out there, but unfortunately the church wants your money more than they want to disciple you and get you going out there to heal the sick, cast out demons, oh my goodness, brain fart. Anyways, you guys get the gist. You know what I mean? You are somebody. And your child will be somebody if you do it the right way, in God's ways, right? Ephesians 2 through 10, or 2:10, sorry. For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus unto good works, right? It doesn't say a few. It says, for we are his workmanship, all of us, right? Which God hath before ordained that we should walk in them, right? And if we, what is it? Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it, right? Oops. Hold on a second. I think I would, no. Let's move on to John 15:16. Ye have not chosen me. This is God talking, right? Or Jesus, I should say. But I have chosen you and ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and your fruit should remain, that whatsoever you shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. Right? But there's a caveat to that. Oops. So, 1 John 5:14 through 15. And this is the confidence that we have in him, that if we ask anything according to his will, which is following his ways, right, that are in the bounds of his ways, right, and that'll help you go out there to fulfill your destiny, right, that God has for you. Now, it's not predestination, because you can totally refuse that and go your own way, so the predestination stuff I would just kind of throw out, right? It sounds like it, but that's not what's going on, right? He's saying he has ordained you, he has preordained you and stuff, right? But it doesn't mean you're going to accept that, right? It's not a set in stone thing. You have to choose that. You know what I mean? But anyways, I want to bring this up, and this will be the last one here. Matthew 5:9. Blessed are the peacemakers. Doesn't say peacekeepers here. Okay, peacekeepers, they keep the peace and don't want to upset the apple cart, or whatever. But peacemakers bring the truth. They bring the peace, right? Sometimes it takes a little TLC, right? Tough love and care. And I don't mean in bad way, just sometimes you need to tell them, hey, this is the truth, right? And I just want to remind you guys, I've said it a lot in this video already, you are somebody. You are the child of God, right? So we have to act like it. And we need to go out there and bring the light and bring the peace, right? You're not going to bring the peace by going up to, let's say, a trans person and saying, God hates you. You're going to hell. Whatever. Show them love. Maybe all these Christians have been saying that, but then they get this one person who's a Christian, and they're showing them love and respect and all that. Doesn't mean you have to agree with their lifestyle, but you're showing them respect and love, kindness. If they're hungry, you're feeding them. You don't shun them. Now, if they want to start some nonsense, then let them be, right? Let them be. Just let them go, right? But you don't go up to them and be hateful, right? That's not bringing the peace. That's bringing evil. But anyways, guys, one last thing, just remember all that. Before you put the little ones asleep, you guys know what I'm talking about. I have to be cryptic, unfortunately, but just think about that before you do that. There was this girl, right? 13 years old. She was forcibly coitused. Okay? And you know what she said? Two wrongs don't make a right. And I'm going to raise him up to be better than that. So basically, this. She trained up the child in the way he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it. You can't sit there and say that child's going to be like the dad and punish the child for what the dad did. you know? Train them up to be better, to be good, right? But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Please take heed to this, and think twice before you make a permanent decision, because you're going to be taking away their free will and their choice to live, right? You're not the one who's going to be suffering. It's them. Their bodies are going to be harmed, not yours. They may be attached to your body, but those are the ones who are going to be harmed. The little ones. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day.